Snowmobilers aren't complaining about our recent round of snow. In fact, they're out riding on it on the trails.
They're loving it. But make sure you and your crew are staying safe when you're out there. The Valley Today's Abby Furchner joins us live from Detroit Lakes with some important reminders. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, Jordan and Lisa. I'm here with Conservation Officer Jake Swedberg. And Officer Swedberg, when it comes to snowmobiling and having some fun on the trails, not only is it important to have, that extra belt and maybe some extra oil just in case anything happens with the snowmobile, but what should snowmobilers and riders remember when it comes to clothing? What should they have on?
So it's very important to dress in layers. You never know how long you're going to be out there when you're going for a ride and whatnot, and weather changes very rapidly, as we all know, in Minnesota and North Dakota. So dressing in layers to make sure you can stay as warm as you need to be out there, and maybe take a couple layers off if you stop for food somewhere, something like that.
That's like the things we say throughout all of winter is layers, layers, layers. That's the most important thing. But what should you do in the event that you do end up getting stranded out on one of those trails?
So another very important thing that I always carry with me, and I know a lot of other officers and other snowmobiles do, is some way to make some sort of fire making material, whether it's a lighter with some paper, or I actually carry some lighter fluid and a lighter just in case, because when you do need to make a fire, it's kind of a last resort. So you want to be able to make one if you need to.
And what other advice do you have for maybe new snowmobilers? This weekend might be their first ride. They just got their license. What are some things that they should keep in mind?
Ride with a group. Ride with some experienced riders, and don't outdrive your abilities. Those are the big things.
Some common things you said earlier were speed when it comes to those crashes. What are some other factors that might cause a rider to crash?
Inexperienced riding, and unfortunately we do see a lot of our crashes do involve alcohol. So if you're going to be out riding, don't drink any alcohol.
Yeah. Some good reminders to stay safe out on the trails, especially for those new drivers. I know a lot of people get excited and they just want to go out and get their sled going, but just some things to make sure that you have a safe snowmobiling season, especially if this is your first time hitting that trail.
And they do offer snowmobile safety courses that I believe children actually have to take, but anyone can go to them too if you want a refresher on what you should do. Abby Furchner reporting live in Lakes Country. Thank you very much this morning.
A small town